Hello everyone, this is Evan here from the Trade Risk on Wednesday, November 18th, 2020. We are intraday right now, and this is our weekly swing trade ideas video where we bring you stocks based on specific technical price patterns. We're going to discuss all of those patterns, what they are, what they mean when we go over them. And we've also got some other sort of more discretionary, higher level ideas we're going to discuss in today's video as well. As always, these videos are sponsored by our partners over at Investors Business Daily. We curate ideas, we run our technical scans against their stock lists. You can get access to their stock lists with a link in the description of this video. So we're going to kick things off here with let's start with some discretionary, some names here that browsing the list here I think look pretty interesting. A couple of ideas here is AAXN. This is a bullish idea here. This comes from our universe. So this is the TR150 universe combined with IBD's stock lists. So basically we're looking at what we consider high quality growth stocks when we look over all of these long ideas in today's video. So AAXN, you can see here, zoom out, you can see it's in a clear uptrend to the upper right, and you can see it had this big gap up on the 6th on Friday, and it's basically been consolidating this gap up, this run up that it had. It is a little bit extended, but it has been working this off mostly sideways, and it's holding this gap. So I think it's interesting. It's sort of a upper level kind of momentum play right now. You don't want to be in this when you know the music stops and things start to break down, but it's not doing that. So as long as it stays over 117 or so, I'd say you can give a look at this one here and pay attention to its momentum. Number 2 here is Tesla. So Tesla here is obviously a very popular name, and it hasn't been doing a whole lot over the past several months. You can see basically it topped out around, obviously this is split, but around $500, and it's basically been going sideways, kind of working off the big run up it had this year, and it's getting ready, looks like it is getting ready to kind of break out here and move to the upside. It had the announcement yesterday, of course. It's being included in the S&P. So it had that move yesterday and was up 8%. You can see it's up another 5% here, and it is flirting with closing at new kind of 2.5-month highs here. Not quite the all-time highs, but let's pay attention to this one as it shapes back up and looks like it wants to emerge. Last but not least, actually 2 names, or a name here on the short side. So PKI. This one caught my interest here. So this one in the healthcare space, it's a larger cap name here, so it's not a very small biotech, but you still got to be careful here. You can see basically it had this, let's see, let's draw this, let's get this going. So it basically had this move down here, kind of with the market there on the 9th when everything was hot, and it started to pull back here, and it had this kind of abrupt move, heavy volume that came in on the session. Then you can see it's kind of got this weak sort of bear flag look. As it kind of crawled up here over the past 5-6 days, and now it's rolling back over. So PKI still structurally in an uptrend here. So again, you got to be advanced. You got to be a little more of a experienced trader to be kind of a counter trend to the longer term trend. But even if you're looking for kind of a modest move back down to retest the lower 120s, I think that's reasonable. Obviously, everyone's got to decide that for themselves. So PKI there, one of the bearish ideas. And then I wanted to mention the Qs again because the Qs, which we talked about in yesterday's video, kind of at an interesting spot right here. They are hanging on at the time of recording this, but if we go down to like an intraday chart, which, you know, we don't do a whole lot of, you can see it's starting to kind of break down out of this little rising sort of channel that it was in. Wedge channel, and you can see it kind of broke underneath that today, and it's kind of an interesting spot here. We talked about the potential measured move back down to fill this gap. Not saying that has to happen. If it starts, ripping back over 294 or so, then, kind of all bets are off here. But starting to break this immediate term trend, again, kind of bear flag looking as it, or again, wedging, bear flag, whatever you want to label it. I do a lot of crime there on how I label things, so don't take offense to it, but you can see basically it had the multi-day rally, impulse leg down. If it rolls over here, could spill into these lower levels. So that's another bear idea there that I want to mention and basically re-mention. If we get to some of our technical stock scans, so again, these are TC2000 scans. We have them all available on our website to learn more about them. We have demonstration videos on them, and you can download them to use on your platform. So the first one is just a 52-week high, high volume and 52-week highs. So this is one of our, I believe it's a free scan, but this one is target here, target breaking out to new all-time highs today, or 52-week highs, which do happen to be all-time highs as well. You can see heavy volume coming in. At the time of recording this, it's already running, about 150% over. So nice move there. Again, it's extended, but always like to sort of start with that and basically just look at what is breaking to those new one-year highs. Next up is our pullback strength scan, one of our most popular scans. This basically looks for sort of bull flag type formations. They're not always going to be perfect in their signaling, but they give you a good kind of heads up. And PTGX, this is on that scan today. Heavy volume coming in. It's been pulling back over recent days. It's just under all-time highs, and basically you can, or not all-time highs, but 52-week highs, and you can see it has been consolidating at this 22, upper 22s for quite some time. So PTGX, pay attention to this. If it can start to lift higher, close strong, get some follow through, could start to move to the upside. And then for some bear ideas here coming from our bear pullback scans, this is the opposite scan we just looked at, only this one here is looking on the downside. And we have Amazon, which is hitting the list here today. Again, Amazon more broadly is a very mixed, kind of messy stock right now. It's essentially, range bound here in the 3-month outlook. So again, structurally, it's gone sideways, long term, obviously, in an uptrend. But in the immediate term, again, it had this move down about a week and a half ago. It's kind of bounced weekly here over the past 6 trading sessions, and it looks like it's trying to potentially roll over here. So that's interesting. That's notable. Again, it is still in a longer term sideways range, so you should be aware of that and just make sure you're managing risk. You know when to get in, get out of these setups. And last but not least is MIME. This is coming from our sort of outside reversal scan, so breakout failure scan, if you will. This basically tried to break to new highs today, and it is rolling kind of, or rejecting those higher prices and closing or trading at the lows at the time of recording this. So essentially this one here, again, you get this impulse leg down throughout the course of October. You've got this bounce up, resistance coming in around 44. Looks like it could start to roll back over here. This is what we call our breakout failure scan. So that's it. Handful of different looks there, different time frames, bull and bear. This market's a little bit tricky right now, kind of silent and waiting for kind of the next move, if you will. And so hopefully you're doing well, managing risk and trading responsibly. So that's it for me. Every Wednesday, trade ideas just like this. Head to our website. You can learn more about these scans. Check out the links in the description of this video, and we'll see you in the next video update.